Aw, animals. Did someone say brownies? Yogi and Boo-Boo may take the cake for most resourceful, but this Connecticut black bear clearly wins for persistence. The big fella had been lured by the smell of freshly baked brownies and followed it all the way to the source. It pressed up against the back door and then tried to get in through the other doors. The terrified homeowner asked her neighbors for help, but no amount of screaming, pounding, or yelling could get the pesky bear to go away. Even though the experience is very probably harrowing in person, photos of the chocolate-hungry bear are adorable, and the internet approves. The bear eventually did give up on its brownie quest and left, to the homeowner's great relief. We're guessing she won't be baking anytime soon. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews. And here's more hungry animals.
Teen shoots to internet fame for befriending family of raccoons. It's not easy being a raccoon. Food can be scarce, and when nature's cupboard is bare, what's a hungry bunch of raccoons to do? Luckily for a gaze of 5 raccoons in Seattle, they have a friend in 18-year-old Kayla Lynn, an aspiring singer and devoted feeder of raccoons. Lynn's bond with them began back in August of 2016, when a lone raccoon came by her home in search of food. The teen opened her fridge to the raccoon with offerings of bread and gave her the name Rosemary. Aww. After a while, Rosemary the raccoon started showing up with a few family members. Apparently, word of free food travels fast in the wild. And before long, Lynn found herself providing dinner for the hungry critters every night at 7:30 on the dot. The relationship was quick to catch fire on Twitter, garnering 22,000 retweets after Lynn's pics were posted on December 28th. While this friendly feeding may seem harmless, others looking to befriend raccoons and other wildlife would be wise to keep in mind if raccoons get used to showing up at your door for handouts, it may hamper their foraging skills in the wild. Anyone offering food should probably only do it once in a while. Otherwise, the raccoons may not be so friendly the day you forget to leave their meals out.
Hungry squirrel has mouse over for lunch. If you're easily grossed out by the sight of Mother Nature in all her raw and unadulterated glory, then perhaps it's time to look away now. But for those of you who think the natural world is completely awesome, stay tuned for this one. This stunningly clear video footage captures the scene of a hungry and determined squirrel chowing down on an unfortunate mouse. And you thought squirrels were vegetarians. Well, apparently not. So yes, while it's true that squirrels love nuts, they're not exactly what you'd call fussy eaters. And although several varieties of the species are in fact herbivores that live on a plant-based diet, many squirrels are omnivores, with an unequivocal taste for meat. Some ground squirrels like nothing better than scarfing down on insects, worms, and even small mice. And entrails. This guy is a true gourmet, who clearly knows which part of the animal tastes best. Yep, seems like our furry friend is really enjoying his lunch, and watching this is making me kinda hungry. Anyway, it's unknown where the video was filmed, but mouse-eating ground squirrels are commonly found in California. Unfortunately for the squirrels, however, the Golden State is also home to many of its natural predators. So even if watching this video makes you feel a bit queasy, don't begrudge Mr. Squirrel his lunch, because it's probably only a matter of time before he ends up on somebody else's dinner plate. Ah, the circle of life. Beautiful, don't you think? Wildlife is like, wild. The world oohed and awed at a video of a dog-petting polar bear that went viral last week. But what we all thought to be evidence of a heartwarming interspecies friendship turned out to be just another predator playing with his food. The video was shot at the Mile 5 Dog Sanctuary in Manitoba, Canada, where owner Brian Ledoux claims his pets have a special relationship with these Arctic beasts. In reality, Ledoux has been feeding the bears for years to dissuade them from picking off his dogs. But it's illegal to feed polar bears, since it emboldens them to seek out human communities for food, making attacks more common. Ladun learned this the hard way one night when he forgot to put out food for the bears. Just hours after playing nice with one puppy, the very same polar bear, now feeling a little hungry, then saw another dog as a big pile of chow. And since Ladun keeps the sled dogs on his property chained, there was no stopping the hungry bear from digging in. The animal was later taken away by conservation officers and put in a holding facility. Another bear and her cub were reportedly removed as well, since they too were reportedly being fed. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews. Lion King tries some Chinese medicine. Now, Simba was still king of the Kruger National Park jungle, but erectile dysfunction respects no titles. After another disappointing evening, Nala had started dropping hints. Maybe some herbal tea, or maybe some rhino horn. Chinese tourists talk about it all the time. 1 billion people can't be wrong, right? Simba, however, wasn't one for talking about feelings and stuff. Besides, he thought, do I even have a problem? I've just been really tired lately. Maybe if she put on that outfit I bought her for Christmas sometime or bothered to shower once a year, I'd be more into it. But after not even being able to get a semi over the entire weekend, Simba decided to try some rhino. The baby rhino tried to explain that his horn was just keratin, but Simba wasn't in the mood for science. He just wanted to see Nala's satisfied face again. So, did it work? Stay tuned to TomoNews. Disclaimer, TomoNews is not a licensed medical professional. Ask your doctor if rhino horn is right for you.